The second of our 5 international games this season, the Jags and Bills underway here in North London. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no Allen to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 23, here's second down and 5. Second down, here's Levis. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Down the left sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Motion man left is Kirk. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
And Rousseau took the jump everyone hoped he would in his second season, doubling his sack total to 8, despite playing 4 fewer games than his rookie year.
On third down, Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Jags' new kicker for 2023, Brandon McManus, on for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And just shutting him off there. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That's what I like to hear.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw, it's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. The Bills at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Cook going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
One man in the backfield, Murray on second and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Look at this Buffalo defense. Well, this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Levis out of the shotgun now. A short throw to Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run with Ridley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Levis sets up to throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run the counter with Cook. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
20! And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense is looking for.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. It would have been a long field goal, but fake doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. But they executed that well. They really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready, they got it done. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. Escapes the defender. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. A second down throw from Levis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Levis on 3rd down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First and 10, it's Levis. They set up the screen for Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Levis now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Levis back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team, saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Knox enjoyed his first Pro Bowl season of a 4-year career in 2022, almost matching his career highs in yards and catches. That came after signing a 4-year extension with Buffalo, who expects him to keep making plays like that first down we just saw.
On first down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Levis will sneak it. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Levis. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Cook. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A strong play from last year's second-round pick who didn't get a lot of carries as a rookie with the Bills, only 89. But he made the most of them, though. A 5.7-yard average, good enough to lead all running backs had he qualified. This is a young man who's proved he's worthy of a more feature role in the Buffalo offense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Cook. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. And now they'll throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that nope.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Levis. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. This will go to Henry out wide. They can't tackle him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it into the...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
That's what I like to hear. Need more. Good call. Good call.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Henry. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I actually chirped in Chile on the other side of the ball and said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From midfield, here's Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's fully Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They begin with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Levis from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he Takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Jaguars 18. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Well, big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Levis. Able to find Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A first down carry for him. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Levis, he'll look to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Jones has it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. One final try here for Will Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another way in the books for his partner always